You want to go on vacation, but you have a homestead. Let's figure out how to do it.
What do you do with your chickens?
There's two methods. You can let them free range, like I do, or you can set out an automatic dog or deer feeder to feed them. Either one works. I use the deer feeder. Well, what about the horses? Well, I know that they go through a bale every 2 days. So if I'm going to be gone 4 days, I need to give them 2 bales. If I'm going to be gone 6 days, I need to give them 3 bales. And they're pretty self-sufficient. Quite honestly, the only thing they use me for is scratches. The same logic applies for the cows, right? I know that they're going to go through so many bales, and I'm going to make sure they have what they need to make it through while we're gone. Again, 2 days, 1 bale. 4 days, 2 bales. I also need to check on their water. I know that that watering trough is good for about 4 days. So if I'm gone 6 days, I need to figure out a water situation. And what does that look like? That's either more troughs or have a neighbor or a friend come fill up the water. And I don't really worry about Pepper Jack. He just does his own thing with his rotund self. Last thing I have to worry about are the goats. What do the goats need? The goats need 1 bale a day, square bale. So I'll put in a round bale with them. Does it get wasted? Yeah, but it keeps them full and it doesn't inconvenience anybody coming over here and feeding them each day. Also make sure that their water's topped off. The whole point is knowing how many animals you have, how much food they require while you're gone, and how much water. Now you do have some limiting factors, right? What if one of them has a kid or a calf? Well, you try to plan that well in advance. Well, if I have, special dietary needs for my horse that needs to be fed every day, well, maybe you should hire a farmhand to come take care of them. Yes, you can leave while being on a homestead. You just have to do the planning on the front end to make sure your animals are taken care of. Y'all have a blessed one. I also need to mention that I have really good neighbors. I take them honey. When I pull honey, if we have some beef that is actually worth the flip this year, I'll take them some beef as a way of saying, hey, thanks for taking care of the place when I leave, and thanks for putting up with my butthead animals who get out from time to time. Having good neighbors makes this a little bit easier, and it's always nice to have good neighbors.